Hey, what's going on, Captain? Man, I don't know what's up, man. I thought it was streaming. I thought I had started it on OBS streaming, but I wasn't able to do so. So I had to jump on and do a direct stream from YouTube. So we're getting started kind of late. Well, that's good. All right. Hey, can you hear me? Is that audio okay? All right. Yeah, man. I hope folks weren't on earlier because like I thought it was streaming on OBS, but something was up and it wasn't. So have you seen Watchmen yet? I don't think so. That's a good question. Let's check it out. Well, you're talking about on HBO now. I don't think it is. So many streaming, man. So many streaming platforms. Sheesh. Well, HBO is not a streaming platform, but you know what I mean. So many paid platforms. Yeah, I saw Terminator. I didn't see Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep doesn't come out for us until I think Thursday, but I did see Terminator. Oh boy. So I don't know. And what did you think about it? Before I share my thoughts on it, what did you think about it? Or did you see it? I do want to see Dr. Sleep though. I know that comes out on Thursday. Oh, you thought it was, see, I thought it was really bad. I thought that the visual effects were pretty good and the scenes were pretty good, but I thought the writing and the acting was pretty bad. I wasn't a big fan of it. Did you see Dr. Sleep too? It must be it is, well, maybe it is daylight savings time at Kamikaze, because I was on at 8 o'clock here and nothing was happening. Nothing was on because I'm on straight YouTube now, YouTube streaming. I'm not going through OBS, so we can't do all the fancy stuff. Like I can't react to the trailer for The Witcher because OBS was acting up. Hey, what's going on, Funky? Hey, Oprah, did you see Doctor Sleep? Because it's not out here yet. It comes out here on Thursday. Wait, Captain. So he hated the CGI for The Witcher. All right, I'm gonna check it out this Thursday, Cobra. Oh, Dark Fate. Yeah, it was bad to me. I mean, it was really bad, especially when you think about the fact that if this is a reboot and they're gonna try and reboot the franchise and I guess reanimate it to kick it off was bad. Like I don't even know how Cameron, like I said in the review, I don't know how Cameron let it fly. But I did read that Cameron had some issues with the director over Dark Fate. So I mean, maybe there was little he could do about it, but it was really bad. The way they used Linda Hamilton, the way they used Schwarzenegger was really bad, and then especially if it was a reboot. I mean, it really was. It wasn't really a reboot. It was, but it wasn't. Right? It was an extension of all the other Terminator movies we've seen in the past. I just was not a fan. Hey, Jinhan. Man, Cobra, yeah, you're crazy, dude. B, Adric. Yep, The Witcher comes out this month. There's a whole lot of stuff coming out this month. I think His Dark Materials comes out tomorrow on HBO. I know some folks were talking about that. Um, Doctor Sleep comes out here. Apparently, some people have gotten it. I feel like we get stuff last. We get stuff dropped last here in Maryland, which really sucks when you're trying to put out a review because we get it like a week after everybody else has gotten it. So, you know. So you know what? So here's the thing, Cobra. I didn't even look at Dark Fate like that. I didn't even see like an SJW thing in it. I guess you could, but it just wasn't good to me. It just I don't know. It just wasn't good. Yeah, I agree, Jinhan. C does look good, and C Sigby. I think C is on Apple Plus. So Cobra, that's what I was talking about. I think C is on Apple Plus. I think Apple Plus has some things coming out that look pretty good. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to pay another subscription fee, but I think Apple Plus has got some stuff that's coming out that looks pretty interesting. Is it going to be able to compete with Disney Plus and Netflix? Probably not, but they've thrown their hat in the ring. Yeah, I agree, Jinhan. I don't even know what they were thinking. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh boy. I hope not. Please don't give us a Terminator versus Transformers movie. I can't take that. Yeah, that would have been a good idea, Jinhan, if they had done that. Yeah, that looks pretty good, man. If HBO, if Dark Materials turns out to be a good show like Watchmen, which everybody is talking about now, and I think now even fans of the book have come around because they were saying it was a just did horrible, paid horrible homage to the comic book, which I think is not true. But if Dark Materials turns out to be good and Watchmen continues to do its thing, it'll be interesting to see what happens with Watchmen tonight. HBO is on a roll, man. I actually think Zoe Kravitz would make a good Catwoman. Sigby, I really do. I think she would actually be really good as Catwoman. I like that choice. Oh, also, Jen Han, I wanted to react to the Witcher trailer tonight, but I'm on the straight YouTube live stream. I'm Stream Lab, so I can't do all the other fancy stuff. So I have to check out and then I have to react to it later. But I'm looking forward to it. And I heard it's a long trailer. I purposely didn't watch it because I was going to react to it with you guys. Yeah, they did keep the Nilfgaardian armor the same as what we saw in the first trailer. And I was hoping that that wasn't the Nilfgaardian armor. I was hoping that that was something different. But yep, that's it. But they have some scenes in that first trailer that make me really excited for the second trailer. So, like I said, I gotta check it out and then react to it. But I couldn't react to it on here. Why? Everything Cobra, everything you put up, I got to give permission to. What you say in this? That's because you're using bad language. Sorry, I didn't mean to hide that. How do I? I gotta take that filter off. Oh, Cobra, sorry. Yep. Marvel and DC Wars. That's right. Disney Plus versus HBO. So, Jen Han, did you read The Last Wish or did you do the audiobook? I don't know if that was you who was saying you were working through the audiobook, or was it Cornbread who said he was working through the audiobook? Somebody was working through The Last Wish, the audiobook. I'm actually almost done with all the books. I still haven't seen Dolomite. Is Dolomite any good? Because don't have me watch that, Cobra. I mean, I like Eddie Murphy. I was not excited about it, but it's looking like you're saying it's pretty. Check it out. Okay, so Jen Han, you were listening to the audiobook. I love the book, man. I think that the way that Peter Kinney reads that is so good. It is so much better than some of the other audiobooks that I've heard. He does a really good job of reading that. So The Last Wish is good because it gives you kind of a summation of things, but then when you really dig deep into the story and you get into the other audiobooks, like you learn a lot about Geralt, about the characters, about their motivations, and all the other stuff that's going on in The Witcher. So, man, I'm telling you, if Netflix can really pull this off well, The Witcher is primed to be a big, big hit. Man, you know what, Sigby? As I said before, I'm not even a big fan of the cinematic Star Wars stuff, the new stuff. But I will tell you, when I saw the trailer for the excuse me, for the Mandalorian, it looks very good. It looks awesome. Like I'm crazy excited about that now. I can't wait for that. Hey, Dory, I heard Harriet was pretty good too, and I actually wanted to try and get out to see that yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. I had a full day running around with a whole bunch of stuff to do, and then I hung out with my brother and my niece, so I didn't get a chance to see Harry, but I heard it was actually really good. So I'm going to check that out before it leaves the theater. No, I haven't seen it, Cobra, but I'm gonna check it out, man. Off of your recommendation, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, you're right about that, Jinhan. At least, well, no. So the Last Wish doesn't explain this fight with the Kikamura, but if you go through the other books, you get more detailed about the different fighting. So I don't think you get that detail in the Last Wish, but the Last Wish does tell you some things. Like after reading the Last Wish, now when you look at the first trailer, you can really see some things that are from the book. So I feel like the book really will give you a nice foundation, set you up well for the show. I don't know what Bloodshot is, Sigby. I hadn't heard of that. I'm also looking forward to 21 Bridges as well. We'll see how that does. Wait, what you say? They're boycotting Harry Tubman. Just reading your comment now, Cobra. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. Huh. I gotta check that trailer out, Sigby. I didn't even know that dropped. Yeah, that's the thing, Jinhan. Like when you look, that's what makes The Witcher so promising, because when you look at even some of the creatures in there, you have creatures from all kinds of lore, not just Polish lore, which is what The Witcher is based off of, but like lore from across the board, from different nationalities. They're represented in The Witcher, and that's what makes it so interesting. You have the creatures, but then you have like the stories of the individuals in The Witcher too, like their backstories, but you don't get to know as much of that from The Last Wish. But when you get into the other books, like you get the backstory of all the other players, and then just the whole landscape and all that's going on in the world. And I don't even know, I don't think The Last Wish might touch on it, but there are actually even kind of other universes as well attached to The Witcher. It's crazy. Like it's super broad. It's crazy broad. So we'll see if Netflix, man, if they pour enough money into it and they tell the story right, I'm telling you, The Witcher could be fantastic. I didn't even know about that, Cobra. I got to pay attention to that. I had no idea that they were trying to they were banning it because of that. So Dory, I think Slim and Queen will be interesting. I mean, you know, people are already making comparisons to it and Bonnie and Clyde, but you know, it's going to have some social commentary in it as well. And some people, like, I don't know, some of you guys might consider that kind of an SJW film as well, but not to me. I think Slim and Queen is going to be good, even though I'm not a big fan of Daniel Kaluuya. But looking at the trailers, I think it's going to be good, and it'll be interesting to see how they roll that whole story out. So that's one that I'm definitely going to check out. Man, Adric, the Witcher has a lot of books. I think, dude, there might be like 9 or 10, and if you're talking to audiobooks, they're all about 16 hours long. But they're good though. They're really good. I don't know about that, Captain. I don't think Cena is a good actor, and it's a mistake to cast him in Suicide Squad 2. Suicide Squad needs to go A-lister all the way to me. It need really, really good writing, a really good story. Yeah, me too, Cobra. I want to see what they do with Slim and Queen also. But there you go. So Jen Han said there's 8 books. And the first one is The Last Wish. The Last Wish is a good one because it'll give you like a good summation because it's a collection of the small stories. But when you get into the other books, you get much more, detail about all the different characters and their backstory, and you get a lot of the information about the world of The Witcher and the politics going on there. There's a ton going on in The Witcher, and that's what makes it so promising. Yeah, if you guys look in the chat now, Jinhan is posting them out, rolling them out, and that's the order in which you should read them in. But as I said, I'm a big fan of the audiobooks also because I'm a slow reader. But the audiobooks are done so well, man. The guy who reads them is awesome. And just FYI, the guy who reads them in the audiobook does all of the voices. It's not many individuals, it's just him doing all of the voices. And when I found that out, I was like, wow. You might be able to download it, Adric. I mean, at this point, unless, like I said, unless you're a fast reader, it almost makes sense just to get The Last Wish on audiobook because I think it drops on the 19th or something like that of this month. Cornbread, what's going on? Yeah, see, I haven't read. I have to read. I got 2 more books. I haven't read Lady of the Lake, and I haven't read Season of Storms. Cool, man. Well, welcome. We got started late anyway because I don't know, man. I had a snafu with OBS streaming, so we're on straight YouTube now, streaming live, and you guys can see the background too. I forgot to mention that I'm in the process of kind of changing it up, so it looks a little discombobulated back there. Is anybody planning on seeing Knives Out? That looks good. The cast for that is stacked. So I'm looking forward to Knives Out. That looks real good. Hey, what's going on, Bounty? Yeah, The Witcher. I'm telling you, I wish I could watch that with you guys. Man, I wish Streamlabs was working because I had it all queued up. I don't check it out tonight though. I'm gonna check it out tonight. Maybe I'll check it out after Watchmen. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, for those of you guys who have seen episodes 1 and 2 of Watchmen, I wanted to ask you because I put out a theory video about what's going on, what might be going on with Angela. But now, man, I watched the second episode again today. This was like the 3rd time. I'm not sure what's going on. And honestly, they've teased so much stuff in these last 2 episodes that, shoot, man, I don't know who's a clone. I don't think that Angela has abilities, and I'm not sure who said that. I think who knew 22 said that from the community. He's not on right now, but he thinks that Angela has abilities. And I said that something's going on with their father, like something's going on with Will, because as you saw, he drank that hot tea like it was no problem, and he literally put his hand in the boiling pot and ate the egg like it was no problem. So some people are speculating that he has abilities and therefore she has abilities, her grandfather, not her father. But I don't think that's true. If that is the case, then something is up. Like that's a big variation from the comic book, because in the comic book, the only one that really has supernatural abilities is Dr. Manhattan. None of the others do. They might have heightened skills, but none of them have abilities like that. So I don't know what's going on with her. Yeah, I heard too. Season of Storms is better to read it last. I heard Season of Storms is not. It's not like part of the core story, or it's not necessary enough, Jinhan, to read it. If you don't want to miss anything, like I heard, if you don't read Season of Storms, you're still going to be fine with understanding the world of The Witcher. No, you're right about that, Cornbread. Like Night Owl, you're right. It's all over the show. I mean, we saw the ship. We saw her using his glasses when he was in the chief's house. So that's my question to you too. Do you guys think the chief was being set up, or do you think the chief was actually dirty? Do you think that the chief was part of the 7th Cavalry? Because now the more that I think about it, like some of the stuff he says, even when he's giving that speech to the police force, and he's like, well, and Panda's like, it's your, you're making a mistake, chief. And he's like, it's my funeral. I almost feel like that was a little bit of foreshadowing, or like he knew that something was up. Even when he was talking to Angela outside and his wife was waiting in the car, and Angela was like, she's real nervous about what's going on now with the 7th Cavalry. I don't know. I don't know if the chief was dirty or not. So, Adric, you think he was dirty? Yeah, I remember what you said, Cornbread, in the comments. Like, I don't know what's going on. Someone else, Angela's not on the stream, but Angela made a comment, and she said that she thought that something was up with her husband, because when she got shot, she thought that it was very strange that her husband got out of that whole thing kind of unscathed. So she thinks that something's up with him. I don't know. It's a lot. It'll be, like I said, it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight in the show. And then, of course, some people are theorizing that the Adrian Bite, or Ozymandias, is trying to create another Dr. Manhattan, the Watchmaker's son too. So I don't know. I don't know, Cornbread. Her husband was in the house. I mean, we know that, but how he got out of there clean, I don't know. It's yeah. Hey, Dory. So not yet, but there's a couple of things on Apple Plus TV that I'm interested in. I'm interested in C, and then there were some other things I saw on there that looked pretty good as well. But man, we're subscribed to so many daggone paying outlets right now. I don't even know how much Apple Plus costs. Plus, I don't own an Apple device, but I guess that doesn't matter. I'm a Samsung person. Oh man, so C is good. How much is Apple Plus? Chief seems conflicted. However, Chief might have changed after the Officer Massacre. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Chief. What was going on with the Chief? It's very weird. Also, don't know what's really going on. Oh, it's $10 a month. Sheesh. All these streaming services, I'll be paying back up to my cable prices. How you know? How you know over that it's no good? You haven't even seen anything on it. I guess I don't know. I know what you've seen on and what you haven't. I really don't know. I know the old man said that, Adric, but who knows what's going on with him? I'm not completely convinced that the old man is not a clone somehow. But I am interested to see what's going on with him. I hope we learn more about what's going on with the old man tonight. I have not, Cornbread. So is there anything you want to update on that we should be looking out for? Oh, wait a minute. Cobra's chiming in. Oh, I know Green Lantern. Who asked about that? I think Captain asked about that earlier. Everything. Has anybody else on here besides Cobra? I think Cobra has seen it. Seen Dr. Sleep. Don't spoil it because I haven't seen it. It hasn't come out here yet, but I'm just curious what people think about it. Yep, I saw that. So Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2. I know that's coming. I also want to see Ford versus Ferrari too. That's got me pretty intrigued. So I'm looking forward to checking that out also. And I'm also now more excited about Inhumans too. I'm looking forward to that too. Oh, before I forget, I might have mentioned this in another video. I'm not sure, but I did talk to Daniel Wu a few weeks ago. I think it's a few weeks ago now on Instagram. So we're going to try and get him on sometime this month to do another interview, and maybe we can even try and get him on. I'll ask Daniel if he can come on a Sunday. That way we could do it on a live stream. That would be cool. Also, an update about Jason Tobin, who I got that email a while ago, just collecting questions for him, but I've not been able to get back in contact with him. Even though I see him on Instagram a lot. I don't know if he's super busy. I don't want to bug him, but I'm going to put another feeler out there because he did say that he would come on the channel as well and answer some questions about Warriors. So that's just a follow-up. You know what, Cobra, I did actually hear that about Dr. Sleep. I'm interested too, because I know it's a follow-up to The Shining, which was a long, long time ago, but that I got from the commercials from or the trailer from Dr. Sleep. So I'm interested in seeing that. Hey, Bounty, I think The Witcher starts, I want to say on the 19th of this month or somewhere around there. I believe it's the 19th, but I'm not completely sure. Really, Dory? And I didn't even see Maleficent 2. That's surprising to hear. Oh, is the drop date in December for The Witcher? I was led astray. I could have sworn it was this month. Okay, so the 15th then. Oh, then that's cool then. So you got some time if you're going through the audiobooks to really dig in. At least you got time to get through The Last Wish. You get through The Last Wish and you'll be in good shape. Has anybody heard anything more about the John Wick spinoff too? I think it's The Ballerina. I'm interested to see what they do with that. Hey, what's going on, Gar? Oh, I'm also curious too. Has anybody seen any more episodes of Batwoman? I did watch episode 2. It was a chance for redemption. I thought episode 2 was worse than episode 1. Good, man. It's been good, Garth. How about yours? All right, that's cool, Cobra, because I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, Batwoman is it is terrible. It is terrible. I mean, I mean, I don't even know what to say. You know what's crazy, Garth, is I've got a ton of games for my PS4. Never get time to play them. I don't know why I keep buying them because I never get time to play them. I got to check Jojo Rabbit out, Dory. I heard it was really good too. Someone else mentioned that. Cobra, did you see Jojo Rabbit, or was that Jen Han that was talking about Jojo Rabbit? Good, Garth. Don't waste your time. It's horrible. It's really, really bad. It is awful. Okay, that wasn't you, Jinheim. Maybe it was Cobra, or maybe it was someone else. I heard it was good though, either way. Yeah, well, I asked a question earlier, Cornbread, about the John Wick show, the spin-off Ballerina, and had anyone heard anything about it? Yeah, same thing, Jinheim. When I saw the trailer, I was like, nope. But checked it out. It was like an hour of my life that I'll never get back. 2 hours of my life. Hey, Ty, I could do an Aquaman versus the Deep, but it's so funny because I'm still getting hate comments from my Superman versus Homelander video. People love Superman. Don't mess with Supes, because I'm getting tons and tons of hate comments still from that video. That thing is like a month or two old. I mean, we could do an Aquaman versus the Deep video, but yeah, I mean, you know who's gonna win that, Ty. You know who's gonna win that. Like, I don't even think it's close. Like, Aquaman's a beast, especially in the comic books. He's a beast. I know historically he hasn't been known as that, but he's a beast. You know what, Dory? I've seen a couple of commercials for Parasite, and I'm really fascinated by that as well. So if that breaks Joker's record, then that's saying something, because that must mean it's a tremendous movie. Because I still maintain, I don't know if I ever said this to you guys before, I have Joker so far as the best movie of the year that I've seen so far. I mean, I really do, and that includes Endgame. So I just thought it was a super focused story. I thought it was told well acted, well written. I loved it. I loved the Joker. Well, Garth, so I think if the animated series for Spawn, it would definitely be for adults if he does it right. I would definitely think it would be for adults. I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. If McFarlane brought back the animated series of Spawn, would you say it would be a kids or an adult series? I definitely think adults, but I want to know what you think about that. I gotta check Parasite out, Cornbread, because I've seen a trailer for it and I'm still not really sure what it's about. But I will never cut the trailer for that. Did a fantastic job, because that thing looks good. Speaking of Spawn, from what I understand, the static version of Spawn, or Spawn 2, is still in limbo right now. But I would love to see another Spawn movie come out. Although I wouldn't like to see it take like a horror slant, which is the last thing I heard about it. But, or maybe no, someone told me they're actually maybe moving in a different direction. But I would love to see a horror movie. I mean, a Spawn movie. All right, guys. So just to give you a heads up, it's okay for me because I'm recording it, but you have 5 minutes till Watchmen starts. So if that's something you don't want to miss, then I want to give you a heads up because it's starting in 5 minutes. I mean, I'm fine because I'm recording it. So Yeah, I should. I do, James. I have Watchmen in front of Terminator. I mean, I have Joker in front of Terminator. I must be nuts because Terminator was fantastic. Yeah. Right. I got to find out what he's saying, Jinhan. Maybe it was you who said that he kept changing his story, and that's where I heard it from. Just get the thing out, man. Jeez. A Wild Cats movie. There is a Cats movie coming out, Cornbread. Okay, yeah, same thing with me, Cobra. I'm DVRing it. I'm gonna have to see it more than once anyway. So welcome back, Captain. Also, has anybody heard any word about the release date of the second season of Warrior? I heard April, but I don't know if that's true or not. Still haven't seen, like, well, I've seen The Walking Dead, but I haven't followed it. But I think some of you on the video, like, I have a hard time with zombie movies. I have a hard time where I see people eating people. It's just psychologically, man, it messes me up in the head. I agree with you, Jinhan. If he can't just say he can, or if he's okay, just pass the script on to somebody else and let someone else run with the idea. Someone else has made something that he respects, but let's get Spawn to the big screen. That's what I would say. You know what, Dory? Well, what's name may have been poor performing, but I liked Alita. I thought Alita was really good. Hey, Javon, what's going on? Oh, you just finished cooking. What's for dinner? Yeah, I liked Alita too. Alita was good. That's what I'm talking about, Cobra. I mean, you can't come on, Javon, talking about you just finished cooking without getting a plate for everybody. That's just rude. Yeah, I mean, Alita may have lost money, Dory. I didn't think the marketing was that bad for it either, though. I thought the trailers were pretty good. What's my favorite superhero game? You know what game I really liked as a superhero game, even though I'm terrible at it, was the latest Spider-Man game that came out. But my favorite game, best game of all time, I probably could create a gaming channel just around this game, and that is the what's the name of the Lord of the Rings game? Man, it won Game of the Year like in 2015. I love that game, even still today. I remember the name of it, but that's my favorite game on PS4. Man, Dory, I have not seen Lighthouse, and it looks so good. Everything about Lighthouse looks so good, but I couldn't find it around here. And I don't know if it's playing at limited theaters, but it wasn't a wide release around here, or unless it hasn't dropped yet around here, maybe that's the case. But that is a movie that I definitely want to see because I'm fascinated with almost every aspect of that. The fact that it's black and white, the story that they're telling there, and to see Defoe and what's Batman's name? I can't remember his name. You guys know who I'm talking about in that. I'm really, really interested to see Lighthouse. I heard it was good. I mean, some people might think it's too artsy. I heard Lighthouse was good though. I don't know, Cobra, but I will tell you that anything with Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart in the same thing is bound to be funny because those two are hilarious. As a matter of fact, the first review we ever did on this channel was of Central Intelligence, and that thing was hilarious. I love those two together in anything they're doing. It could be an interview. So I don't know. I think that Jumanji 2 could do really well. I was really excited to see well, really, honestly, for me, James, I was more excited to see Warrior than I was Watchmen, but that was because we were really riding. All of us were kind of like riding off of the high of ITB. So to see something or to know something was coming that was at least kind of in that realm was exciting. But now that I've seen Watchmen, I'm much more excited about Watchmen than I am Warrior. But they're different. They're different shows, though. So. Oh, really? So Cobra saying that he thought the Lighthouse was much more formulated for streaming than it is movie. I gotta check it out and see what I think about that. Alita's budget was 170 million. Wow, I didn't realize that. Oh, I absolutely agree with that, Cobra. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, The Rock being in the Fast and Furious was a boost for the franchise. I mean, I don't know. He's a beast. Like I really respect him. He's not an Academy Award actor, but his work ethic, man, is just like you gotta respect that dude because he works so hard in everything that he does. What did I just So speaking of Joker, is there anybody that thinks that, or is there anybody that would like to see the Joker that we've just seen in the past interact with Batman? You guys think, would you guys like to see that, or no, you're good with just a Joker movie we had standalone and just let that go? I kind of like to see Joaquin Phoenix interact with Batman. But you know what? Because Cornbread said Phoenix won't do it. Maybe not, but he did say that he's open to doing more Joker movies. So what that looks like and who's in that, I don't know, might determine whether or not he'll do it. He's open to doing more with the character. I know he did say that. I saw that in an interview. Oh, you got to see Joker then, Adric, if you haven't seen it yet. I think Pattinson might be good as Batman now. I know I gave him guff. I think he might be good. Like I said, as I've seen more work that he's done, I think he could actually pull it off. That's why I really want to see Lighthouse, because I heard he's really good in that as well. So that makes me want to see him even more in something like Lighthouse, to see if that might be like a representation of what he might be like as Batman. Yeah. Good old Twilight. What's the worst movie, or what's the worst movie in scary movie franchise history? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Flash movie as well. Maybe that's in limbo too. I wouldn't mind seeing that either. That actually would be pretty good. Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff that Pattinson's done outside of Twilight has been good. He can act. He's good. I think that might be the holdup, actually, Javon, for a Flash movie. I think Ezra Miller might be the holdup with that. you weren't you weren't feeling the blue lightning. Also, can somebody answer this about the CW? And you got to forgive my ignorance, because I don't watch a lot of the CW super shows. But is this whole like crisis thing supposed to be a CW reboot? Is that what's happening here? Well, good night, Journey. I didn't realize, man, I slipped off. Sites Manos is an animation, isn't it, Jen Han? I think I saw a clip from that, or a trailer from that, when I was skimming through Netflix. I gotta check that out. Yeah, it's hard for me to keep up with all of them, Cornbread. I never really got into it. Plus, one of the things I never really liked about the CW's representation of the Marvel comics were the costumes. It was just a bit too cheesy for me. And Black Lightning is the worst costume I've ever seen in any CW show ever. It's horrible. I like the show, but the costumes are horrible. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I started to watch a little bit. I saw a clip of it, Jinheim, but I didn't watch any of the episodes. Speaking of Netflix, does anybody know about a date for Umbrella Academy season 2? Looking forward to that, by the way. Well, I gotta see it then. I gotta see it, Cobra, because what I saw before was whack. Let me see. I wonder if I can pull it up real quick. Oh, I've seen it. I've seen Captain. I've seen Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Seen it several times, actually. All right, let's see. Oh, you're right, Cobra. That new outfit is decent for Black Lightning. Okay, that's much better. I would probably say IMAX, Dory. That's what I would probably say for Rise of the Skywalker. Oh wow, a Kill Bill 3. Oh, that might be interesting. Mind checking out a Kill Bill 3. Castlevania is awesome. Castlevania is awesome on Netflix. It's really good. Man, I was going to ask you guys something else. I can't remember what I was going to ask you. Shoot, now it's killing me. What was it? What was it? I wouldn't mind a Flash video game myself, Javon. That'd actually be a lot of fun. I hope it's easier than a Spider-Man game because I had a hard time with that. Not sure what that is, Captain, or maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Am I going to do the countdown live stream? Need you to clarify that for me. I wouldn't mind seeing that, Cornbread. Daniel the Sword Master. in the MCU. Works for me. I saw Black and Blue. I saw Black and Blue. That okay. I got you. I don't know. I never really thought about that, Captain. That would depend on what's going on with my wife and I. If we're not doing anything, then can't wait for Doctor Strange too. Can't wait for that. Looking forward to Black Panther 2 as well, because from what I'm understanding, we get the introduction to the Submariner. So if I'm understanding it correctly. If Storm is in Black Panther, that would be awesome. That would be great. But I wonder if that will happen, because if that does happen, then I almost feel like they have to commit to whoever plays Storm. If they're going to finally fold in the X-Men into the MCU, then whoever they get to play Storm will be Storm, is how I almost feel about that. So if they do have Storm in Black Panther 2, I think they need to be careful about the casting for that, because I feel like they would almost be stuck with her. I gotta check out Bloodshot. A couple of you guys have mentioned that. Oh, I have seen the Bloodshot trailer. What am I talking about? I have seen it. Okay. Oh boy. I don't know what I think about that, Dory. Honestly, about the plot of Rise of Skywalker being leaked. I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the Kill Bill 3 either. That'd be pretty good. Cobra, I'm with you on that. Okay. All right. What's the guy's name who stars in Power? Cornbread. The reason I'm asking is I was talking to somebody about if we ever got a Blue Marvel movie, and they were mentioning him playing Blue Marvel. I couldn't remember his name. I know his name is Ghost in the show. What's his real name though? Okay. Omari Hardwick. Yeah, somebody was talking about him possibly playing Blue Marvel if we ever got a Blue Marvel movie from Marvel. Yeah, I think he would be too. I mean, he's got the look, definitely. He's got the build too, Blue Marvel. So I don't know how they would do that with Namor. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Namor and how they bring him in Black Panther, if he's going to be in there, which is what I hope so. And if we had both of them in there, if we had him and Storm in there, that'd be crazy. Cobra. All right. All right, you guys. Let me see something real quick. Let's see what we got coming out here on Thursday. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I didn't even know he was doing spoken word. Cobra, I didn't even know that was a thing he did. All right, let's see. Yeah, so Dr. Sleep opens here on Thursday. Is that it? Let's see what you said there. Hold on, Jinhan. Yep, I can do that. Yep, I sure can. Oh, I didn't know what he's saying too. The man's a jack of all trades. That's my brother calling me. Back. Yeah, I just know him cornbread from Power. I didn't know he was doing all that kind of other stuff too. So I need to check that out. Man, you guys are gonna make me start watching Power too. Gotta clone myself. I heard Power was good. Heard it was real good, actually. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to wrap up. Some things that are on deck for this week. Definitely will check out Dr. Sleep. That does. I just looked at it now. It does drop here on Thursday. Got a ton of requests for versus videos, but so I'm going to try and get one of those out this week too. I don't know. I think somebody was it Cornbread? Somebody on here asked me to do World Breaker Hulk against Superman. That'll be interesting. So we have to change the criteria for that, though. We'd have to change it from the normal 6 that we do to include some other things. So we'll try and get that out, and definitely the review for Watchmen will be out too. I'm trying to get a consistent day to put that up. I don't know. Does Thursday work for you guys for a consistent day to get up the review for Watchmen? Does that work? Kind of like we had Thursday set for ITB, even though it aired on a Sunday. We talked about it on a Thursday. I'm trying to get something like a consistent day for Watchmen to talk about it. If I wait until Thursday, I know the view velocity on it is probably going to be bad. People will be putting out videos for it like tonight and tomorrow, but I don't really care about that. It's really more so connecting with what works best for the community. All right, that'll work. We could do it. We could put that up on Wednesday. But I'm going to have to watch it. Probably going to have to watch Watchmen 3 times anyway before I can talk about it with any kind of intelligibility. I'm also interested in checking out his Dark Materials too. I want to see what it's about, so expect something from that as well. And then hopefully I'll have all this stuff behind me, all set up and ready to go by then. All right, guys, I'm out. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely see you guys again next Sunday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I will see you guys throughout the week too. So please make sure the notification bells are on for everything so that you don't miss anything. Just don't leave it in YouTube's hand because they're going to show you what they want to show you. And also, I don't think we have anybody that's new on now, but yeah, I don't think so. Any of the names I saw, but thanks to the new subscribers, we picked up a lot of new subscribers over the past week or so, couple hundred. So that's awesome. So hopefully try and get those guys tied in to the live stream as well. It's been great. So, all right, everybody. I will see you guys throughout the week with videos, and I definitely will see you on the live stream next Sunday as well. All right, party people. I'm out. Peace. Stream ending in 10 seconds.